Let's talk about the standard box definition of integrity. Doing the right thing when no one's looking. Do you agree with that? I want to offer you a slightly different perspective, and we're going to look at the life of Saul as an example. When we zoom into 1 Samuel chapter 13, we see Saul lining up for battle against the Philistines. We see the Israelite army, they're mustered. They just come off a victory, and the Philistines are regrouping, and they're ready to attack. Verse 5, it says, "And the Philistines mustered to fight with Israel, 30,000 chariots and 6,000 horsemen and troops like the sand on the seashore in multitude." That's a lot of people. 30,000 people, 6,000 horsemen and chariots. I can't imagine standing on the other side of the valley, looking across and seeing that many people lining up, getting ready to battle against you. And so Saul's getting a little bit antsy. And the reason he's getting antsy is because Samuel said, "Hey, I'll be back in 7 days. I'll offer the burnt sacrifice. Then we can go to war. Then we can go fight the Philistines." So I imagine the time is ticking day by day. Day 1, no big deal. Day 2, we're doing all right. Day 3, maybe start glancing at the watch a little bit more. Day 5, day 6. Okay, now we're starting to get a little bit concerned. People are watching Saul. Hey man, what's going on? Why aren't we moving forward? Where's Samuel at? Look at the Philistines. They got a lot of people. What are we going to do, boss? How are we going to fight? How are we going to win? So let's go down to verse 8. It says, talking about Saul, "He waited 7 days, the time appointed by Samuel. But Samuel did not come to Gilgal, and the people were scattering from him." Okay, clock has expired, right? We're watching it tick down. Tick, 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 tick. Boom, 7 days, we're at the week. What are we gonna do? Saul's looking around. My army is starting to scatter. People are freaking out. So I think at this point, all eyes were on Saul, looking for him to make a choice, make a decision. And this is where I believe his integrity was tested, when everyone was watching. I think really he probably had two options. One, he could step up and he could be a leader. He could say, "Hey guys, here's the deal. I know that we got the Philistines mustering. I know that we're all getting scared. We're pretty nervous. I'm a little bit nervous myself. But Samuel said he'd be back in 7 days. He's not here. I don't know what the deal is, but we're going to wait. We're going to wait. We're going to seek the Lord, and we're going to be prepared for when Samuel comes, because when that offering happens, we're going out there and we're going to take it to the enemies," right? So he could have prepared his army and said, "In this time of waiting, I don't know what's going on, but everyone stay calm, stay focused, and get your mind right, because when that sacrifice is made, we're going to battle once again." But instead, Saul took matters into his own hands. He said, "All right, the time has passed. I'm going to go ahead and do the sacrifice." In verse 9, it says, "So Saul said, 'Bring the burnt offering here to me, and the peace offerings.' And he offered the burnt offering." In verse 10, it says, "As soon as he had finished offering the burnt offering, behold, Samuel came." So Saul was tested, and he failed. He was tested when everyone was watching, and he made the wrong choice. So that's just one example that I look to sometimes as a leader and said, absolutely, I believe integrity is doing the right thing when no one's looking. Because there's times when you're by yourself, whether it's in a leadership position or even just in your own life, right? You're tempted by things that are out there, things that are on the internet, things that are on the phone. You're tempted to maybe take a shortcut here. But especially as a leader, I believe oftentimes people are going to watch you. And you probably don't even realize that people are watching, and they're looking at how you're going to respond. You walk into a room and there's some coarse joking going around. You look at somebody's desk and maybe they have a picture or something up there on their wall that's inappropriate, and people are watching. As a leader, how are you going to handle that? How are you going to address it? Are you going to do the right thing? Are you going to do the hard thing when all eyes are on you, looking for you to make a decision? So I just want to share that with you guys, to challenge you to think about it. How do you define integrity? And think about, what's an example in my own life, in my personal life, and then as an opportunity as a leader to make the right choice. 1, when no one's looking, and then 2, when all eyes are on you. All right, guys, with that, be blessed, and I'd encourage you, whatever's on your heart, to take the next step.